Stand back. Whoa! Are you ready? Are you ready? Ta-da! I should have magically produced that, shouldn't I? But I didn't. But there we go. This is the world's first flash post-it note. I'm so chuffed with this. This has been a pet project of mine for a few years now, and I've finally got around to doing it all, got everything sussed and sorted, and to prove to you it is a flash note, a flash post-it note. Ta-da! There we go. One more time. Just love doing that. You can burn it straight like that for a fairly slowish burn, or you can just screw it up into a little ball if you want to produce something from somewhere. There we go. So yeah, come on in close, I'll tell you a little bit about it. So on the back we have a thicker bit of card there. Now one of the things we couldn't do with this is to colour both sides of the paper. This is one of the problems I've had while trying to develop this. So the front is yellow and the back is a kind of an off-white colour, but it really doesn't matter. Now the other thing as well, with post-it notes, you peel them off like that and then you can stick them to something because there's a little adhesive strip across there. Now if I kept an adhesive strip on there, that would affect the burning, so it would burn fast until it got to there, and then that kind of strip would kind of gooey sort of drip down like a molten glue. So it is just like a normal notepad. So you see there's glue on the back there, and you see you tear it off like that. So what you'll be left with at the end is a big bit of glue there when you're down to your last sheet. So that's what it looks like. It's very slightly smaller than the square post-it pads. If I just get a Sharpie to show you, the regular ones are about that big. We purposely made it slightly smaller because we thought the flame, if you're going to produce a flame or produce something from it, this is the perfect size. If it was the bigger bit, it's just too much of a burn, too big a flame, we didn't like it, so we thought that is the perfect size like that. Now there is another thing as well. If you're going to write on it like a normal pen, with a normal pen, sorry, big biro, no problem at all. But if you're going to write on it with a Sharpie and keep it on the pad, if you were to write the word "the," for example, underneath you will see a bit of bleeding coming through on that second sheet. We owe it to you to tell you about these little things. So if you are going to write in a Sharpie, unless you want to take two bits off, just get your little post-it bit off. Your little post-it pad that you just happen to borrow from behind the bar, or the waiter happened to bring over for you, and then you just put it down and then you write something on it this way over there like that. And the ink, by the way, it won't affect it whatsoever on the burn like that. Now there is one final thing to tell you about. Oh, by the way, you get 50 sheets with this. I mean, I'll say approximately 50 sheets. There should be 50 sheets in there. There may be 51, there may be 49, but there should be 50 sheets in that. It's just that when we do all the cutting on it, sometimes the top sheet may just kind of tear a little bit. So we do 51 on each one, but just in case, I'm saying approximately 50 sheets on it. It's $9.99, by the way. But yeah, the big question everyone's going to be asking is, what does it look like if you burn the entire lot? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to save you having to waste all your money, and we are going to burn an entire one. I have one over here. This is one of the prototypes I made that's just very slightly smaller, and it's sort of broken into two. So just to show you what happens if you do want to burn the whole lot. Are you ready for this? There we go. Stand back. Whoa! There we are. Now you don't need to buy a whole pad just to try and do that with, because I know you want to. Oh, and by the way, you can just see there, if you want to come in closer, that's the little bit of glue I was telling you about. You see, if we did have glue in the back, you would be left with a little tiny bit that wouldn't properly burn like that. So that is the flash post-it note, only available by PropDog, not available anywhere else. I really like it. I'm really happy with it. I hope you are too.